So. Was im 11 da? Ja, da war schon Schluss, leider. Hätte gerne noch weiter gestreamt, aber ja, ich war kaputt. Leider. Aber heute ist besser, heute ist auf jeden Fall besser. Ding dong bing bong. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready.
Yeah. Today we have to look for alter ego. Genau. Der Laptop wurde gestohlen. Laptop ist nicht mehr auffindbar gewesen. War einfach weg. Keiner weiß wo. Keiner weiß wo er ist. Und keine Ahnung. Okay, first things first. To the dining hall. I found myself in surprisingly high spirits and hurried to the dining hall. But when I found out what was waiting there for me... is this it? What happened to the others? Aren't they coming? There were only 3 people in the dining hall, Sakura, Hina and Kyoko. So including me. Only 4 people? God, this is why I hate people who take their sweet time with everything.
However...
Anyway, let's wait a little while longer for the others. So we decided to wait in case anyone else showed up. But no matter how long we waited. So it's 8 o'clock. We've been waiting here a full hour. Why haven't the others come?
'Cause, I mean...
Hiro and Celeste have never missed a day till now. And what I'm really worried about is Hifumi and Taka. They were more eager than anyone to look for alter ego, and they're not here.
It can't be.
Something must have happened. Huh?
It would seem...
I was careless. I was too distracted by alter ego. But Monokuma gave us a motive. There was no way something wouldn't happen eventually. Monokuma's no motive. Ganz viel Geld.
$10 million! I've prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive.
Ist schon soweit. Ich glaube ja.
What do you think? It's $10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie wow, am I right?
Don't tell me someone did something for money. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't bother. I already understood. I hated that I did. You can never really know another person completely. Anything can happen here, and you can't consider it strange. Not really. Monokuma Pico findest du toll. Hey. Wunderbar. Das freut mich. Ich bin nicht ganz so super duper zufrieden mit dem Ding, aber mehr oder weniger ist ganz gut geworden. Sache ist, das Gesicht von dem Original Pigu ist nicht ganz richtig, dass man da anständig irgendwie schön Hälfte draus machen kann und so weiter. Monokuma Pigu. Ja, der vom Endbildschirm. Moment. Der da. We need to go look for the people who never showed up. Okay, let's go track them down. Without another word, we left the dining hall.
Hey.
We can cover more ground if we split up. Sakura, you go check the dorms. Make sure to check all of our rooms. Makoto, you check the first floor of the school. Meanwhile, I'll check the second floor.
Okay.
Then I guess I'll check the third floor.
Anyway.
Don't take any risks. If anything happens, call for help right away.
But...
I really hope nothing happens. So do I.
Well then.
Okay, let's go. Anxiety was written across each of our faces as we went our separate ways. Without hesitating, I rushed to the first floor of the school. Okay, I need to look around the first floor. Okay, ich glaube, hier ist eigentlich egal, was wir machen. Ich glaube, wir müssen in 2, 3 Räume einfach reingehen, wieder rausgehen und dann passiert was. Wenn ich es richtig in Erinnerung habe. Ja, hier war sowieso nichts, da ist auch nichts Neues. Okay. Someone come here. What? That was Hina. She's supposed to be checking the third floor. There was no time to think. I was running for the stairs before I knew what was happening. I flew up the stairs leading to the third floor. Right away I saw her standing there in the hallway.
Please!
Makoto, you know what's wrong? It's awful. The rec room door was open, and when I looked inside I saw... What did you see? I'd better get the others right. I'm gonna go get him. You go on ahead, Makoto. Before I could say anything, she was rushing downstairs. The rec room, what did she see in there? By this point, I was used to acting without thinking, so without thinking I leapt into the rec room. The first thing I saw when I got in the rec room was... It was Celeste, and she was hurt. Makoto, Celeste, what happened? I was stupid. I got attacked. Attacked by who? I am not sure. Some sort of strange man. Strange man? A suspicious person whose existence is so unusual, I can't help but call him strange. Without a doubt, it was some sort of strange, suspicious individual. And that man attacked me with the hammer on the ground there. Hammer on the ground? What is this? Some kind of wooden hammer or something. Pretty strange design. There's some writing on the head. Justice Hammer 1. That is the hammer he attacked me with. I barely managed to avoid the blow, but I stumbled and fell. I now curse my lack of daily exercise. So you were attacked with this? Justice Hammer 1. Makoto, Celeste!
Okay.
Found Sakura.
What?
Celeste, what on earth happened here? Apparently she was attacked by some kind of strange man. Strange man. Tell us everything you can remember, Celeste. Be as detailed as you can. Well, it all happened earlier this morning. I woke up a little before 7 AM. Nighttime was not yet over, but I knew it was about to end, so I decided it would be okay if I decided to take a little stroll around the first floor. I understand now that that was a mistake. Anyway, that is where I first saw the strange man. I was immediately wary of him. He was obviously suspicious, so I decided to follow after him in secret. As I followed, I saw him go into the rec room. I tried to peek through the gap in the door, which is when he noticed me and that's when you were attacked. It happened after 7 AM, just after nighttime had ended. So it happened just after 7 o'clock. Then that was just about an hour ago, right when we were all meeting in the dining hall. The attack caused me to lose consciousness, which would mean I was unconscious for about an hour.
But...
Well, I'm just glad you weren't hurt too badly. That is because I begged and groveled for my life. You did?
As for me...
I told him I would do anything if he spared me. I offered to lick his boots, whatever it took.
I see.
So you were willing to throw away all your pride.
Indeed.
It is a necessary skill for survival. Anyway, the important thing now is that we go search for the suspicious individual. If we do not hurry, this could become a serious problem. Celeste, what do you mean a serious problem? When I looked in the rec room, I saw that the suspicious man was not alone. He had with him Hifumi. Hifumi? After he attacked me, he dragged Hifumi away.
What?
You mean Hifumi was kidnapped? Shall we start looking for him then? Listen, Celeste, did anything in particular stand out about this strange guy? Did anything stand out? Well, rather than trying to explain it, it would probably be faster if I simply showed you. Showed us?
Indeed.
This is Hifumi's hand-me-down, his digital camera. You don't mean...
Actually...
I was able to photograph the suspicious individual without him realizing it?
Huh?
Seriously? Let's see it. I would tell you not to be shocked, but I fear it would do you no good. With that strange comment in mind, we all looked at the camera. Huh? What? Well, you were definitely right about the strange part. The face is totally covered.
Huh?
Is that a robot costume? As I said, a very strange and suspicious individual, yes? So this weird robot guy dragged Hifumi away? And I took this right after being attacked. In other words, a full hour ago. Which is why if we don't hurry, it could become a serious problem.
I see.
I believe I understand what happened. Well, no, there's much I don't understand, but... The point is someone dressed like that dragged Hifumi away. Hat das Makoto gesagt? Nee, good. And it happened over an hour ago.
Just a second.
This is bad. We have to hurry. Celeste, do you know where this mysterious man went?
Let's see.
When they left the rec room, they headed left.
I see.
If that's true, they were headed toward the stairs leading down to the second floor. Then he must be down there, right? The second floor, that's where Kyoko was supposed to be. Huh? Speaking of which, why isn't Kyoko here? Sorry, I didn't have time to go look for her.
This is bad.
If the strange man did head to the second floor, Kyoko might run into him. We have to hurry, Kyoko's in danger. As soon as the words were out of my mouth, we all rushed out of the room and down to the second floor. Hey, you two.
What?
No. What's going on? What's all the fuss?
What?
Yeah, you guys playing a game or something?
What are you saying?
Does it freaking look like we're playing a game? Ich spiele ein Spiel. Have either of you seen Kyoko or Hifumi?
You gotta be kidding!
Nope, sure haven't. Are they on this floor? We just got here ourselves. I heard some kind of uproar, so I came running. We came here together.
Stop talking.
No, you're just stalking me. Anyway, can you guys help us look for them?
What?
Why? What happened? There's no time now. We'll explain later.
That's fine.
Well, fine. It sounds like something interesting is going on.
Okay.
Fumi, Kyoko, if you can hear me, say something. Her voice echoed down the hall in vain.
Oh.
Did you hear something? Maybe.
Perhaps.
I think it came from the library.
Okay.
Library? Okay, let's go. Ran to the library as fast as our legs would carry us. When we opened the door to the library...
It hurts. It hurts.
We found Hifumi seriously injured. Are you okay? I'm glad to see you're still alive.
It's super bad though. Look at all the blood.
What?
How did you get... how did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
What did you say?
What are you talking about? Robo Justice? What?
That guy was Robo Justice.
Indeed.
This Robo Justice you're referring to is, is it not?
What the hell am I looking at?
This is the one that attacked Celeste and Hifumi. Isn't that right, Hifumi?
Yeah, that's him.
Is unforgivable.
Yeah, that's him. I'm sure of it. Robo Justice.
It can't be.
Robo Justice, huh?
Damn.
This just keeps getting stranger. It's a hammer, just like the one Celeste was attacked with in the rec room. But this one is Justice Hammer 2. And on top of that, this one is actually a little bigger than the first one.
He attacked me with that hammer. He bonked me right on the head with it.
Well,
A hammer that big? I'm surprised you're still okay.
I'm not okay. Look at all this blood.
Hey.
Protein helps heal wounds, you know. Would you like some? I have never heard such a thing. Are you sure it isn't just you? Was? Leck! Liegt nicht an mir. Diesmal ist von meiner Seite aus alles in Ordnung. Oh, guck mal, was machst du hier? It's him.
A robot of justice, huh? Now things are really starting to get exciting. What kind of special moves does it have? Can it fly? Can it combine?
What?
Okay. Why is he here?
are you okay with this?
Let us not concern ourselves with him. What we need to do now is to get Hifumi to the nurse's office right away. Whatever else we do, he needs to be treated as soon as possible.
Yeah.
You're right, let's go.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Was mit Kyoko? We moved Hifumi to the nurse's office on the first floor, so we could take care of his injuries. Aber mussten da alle mitgehen? Könnte sich nicht irgendwie halbe aufteilen? Die eine Hälfte kümmert sich um Hifumi, die andere Hälfte guckt nach Kyoko. Schwarze Bildschirm? Was? Merkwürdig. Are you feeling, Hifumi? You want me to take a look at you?
I'm okay. I think it stopped bleeding. I'm still kinda dizzy, though.
So then,
Perhaps you should rest here a while.
I suppose.
Gestern war es schon komisch.
Yeah, good idea.
Well then.
The rest of us should get back to looking for that mystery assailant.
yes, indeed.
Before another victim appears. The Justice Hammers seem to be increasing in size. First one and now two.
So in other words,
If there's a Justice Hammer 3, we can only assume it is even bigger than the first two. If you got hit with anything bigger than that, you'd be dead for sure. Tell us what happened to you, Hifumi.
Well, I woke up earlier this morning and started looking for Alter Ego ahead of everyone else. I went to the third floor, and that's where the strange costumed man attacked me.
That must be what I witnessed at around 7 this morning.
After that, he dragged me to the library, and whack! Down came the hammer. That must have been 30 or 40 minutes ago.
At around 7:30, in other words. We would have still been in the dining hall. Which means... Whoop. Oh, komisch. Komische Technik. Which means Hina, Sakura and I were together and Kyoko was still with us. So we all have alibis. I was in the laundry room doing my laundry.
Yes!
His black underwear is as black as the pitch black darkness of the blackest night.
what?
Why do you know that? Isn't it obvious? Cause I was peeking. Anyway, so that means Byakuya and Toko were together at the time. Hallo Test. Jetzt bist du da. Was hast du verpasst? Also gestern hat man einen kurzen Livestream, weil ich habe nicht lang geschlafen gehabt und war ziemlich müde und so weiter. Gestern haben wir keinen Danganronpa gespielt. In Wind Waker haben wir Turm der Götter gemacht und Master Schwert geholt. Und rausgefunden, dass Tetra Zelda ist. In Persona 5 waren wir auf Hawaii. Da ist aber nicht sonderlich super viel passiert. Wir haben nur ein paar mehr Informationen zu dem nächsten Ziel. Beziehungsweise wissen jetzt ein bisschen besser, wer das nächste Ziel ist. Der ist irgendwie so ein Inhaber von irgendeiner komischen Lebensmittelkette, die anscheinend ziemlich groß geworden ist in den letzten paar Jahren und Zeug. Und die Schwester von Makoto meint oder vermutet, der Typ hätte eventuell auch was mit diesen Zusammenbrüchen irgendwas zu tun, eventuell, weil jeder, der da irgendwie zusammengebrochen ist, also dass die zusammengebrochen sind, profitiert, der Typ hat davon profitiert. Der Schuldirektor ist gestorben, weil der hat anscheinend irgendwie einen Anfall gehabt und wurde dann überfahren. Also wäre nicht schlecht, wenn du dann die Tage, wenn ich dem Persona-Zeug hochlade, das anschaust von gestern, weil es ist einiges passiert. In Hier Automata haben wir das zweite Ende bekommen. War jetzt nicht so besonders anders als das erste. Und heute fangen wir dann mit dem dritten Durchgang an, der ganz anders wird als die ersten beiden. Was noch? Ja, gestern dann sonst nichts weiter. Und jetzt heute in Danganronpa die 20 Minuten knapp. What?
Doppelpunkt. Kleiner als 3.
Was? 20 Euro? Ei, Dankeschön. Vielen, vielen Dank. Sehr, sehr nett. Ei. Vielen, vielen Dank. Wait. Wo war ich? Danganronpa. Letztes Mal hast du ja noch mitbekommen. Also gestern haben wir eh nicht gespielt. Das heißt, dass Alter Ego verschwunden ist und so weiter. Das müsstest du ja noch wissen. Moment, was war... Wir haben uns früh getroffen, in der Essenshalle Dingens, waren aber nur Sakura, Hina, Kyoko und ich. Haben dann eine Stunde gewartet, also von 7 bis 8 haben wir eine Stunde gewartet. Dann haben wir uns auf die Suche nach den fehlenden Leuten gemacht. Dann hat Hina Celeste gefunden, die angegriffen wurde. Im 3. Stock. Im Rec Room. Die hat gesehen, wie Hifumi von so einem komischen Typen mit Roboterkostüm angegriffen wurde. Hat davon ein Bild auch gemacht. Dann haben wir Hifumi gefunden in der Bücherei. Der hat geblutet, den haben wir jetzt ins Krankenzimmer gebracht. Und ja, seitdem wir Celeste gefunden haben, haben wir auch Kyoko nicht mehr gesehen. Deswegen werden wir ja. Also, Hifumi haben wir hierher gebracht. Und jetzt machen wir uns auf die Suche nach Kyoko und dem bösen Robotermann. Ja, Byakuya und Toko sind währenddessen dazu gestoßen. Byakuya hat seine Wäsche gemacht und Toko hat ihm zugeschaut. Also die beiden haben anscheinend auch mehr oder weniger ein Alibi. Und ja. Gern geschehen. Aber trotzdem vielen Dank. Sau cool. Sehr, sehr super nett von dir. Und du bist jetzt, habe ich gerade gesehen, neuer Stream-Boss. Okay. Schon mal 20 Euro näher an meinem Ziel. Moment. Kann man mal kurz gucken, weil es mich interessiert. Ist das? Ja, tatsächlich. 6,66666% haben wir schon mal. 105 Tage noch, bis ich Geburtstag habe, anscheinend. Ja. Und ich hab heute auch gefahren. Ich werde wahrscheinlich ab sofort ein bisschen mehr Geld zur Verfügung haben, auch wenn es nicht super viel ist. Nicht super viel mehr, aber ein bisschen mehr. Heißt, es sieht ganz gut aus, dass ich mir zu meinem Geburtstag eine Switch kaufen kann. Okay, also das war so, was in Danganronpa aktuell so passiert ist. Und kurz zum Stream noch, weil du da, glaube ich, nicht da warst, Test. Wir machen jetzt Danganronpa, weil jetzt geht's dann ziemlich schnell zum nächsten Mord weiter. Da machen wir die Untersuchung, Dann spielen wir Persona 5, dann Nier Automata und nach Nier machen wir Verhandlungen in Danganronpa. Heißt, nach Danganronpa so 2-3 Stunden ungefähr Zeit, um ein bisschen zu überlegen, wer der Täter, die Täterin, das Täter-Dingens ist und halt Formular auszufüllen und so weiter. Und ja. Und wenn ich dann nach der Verhandlung in Danganronpa noch Kraft und Zeit und so weiter habe, werden wir einen kleinen, ja, was heißt klein? Nicht ganz so kleinen Speedrun von einem relativ neuen Spiel mit reinhauen. Aber ja, mal schauen. Ja, so der Plan für heute. Hallo Broken. Im Moment ist noch keiner gestorben. Nur Celeste und Hifumi wurden attackiert von Robo Justice. Vorstellungsgespräch als Immobilienmakler. Ui. Cool. Dann wünsche ich auf jeden Fall viel Erfolg. Und ja, hoffe mal, dass es was wird. So cool. Okay, Byakuya and Toko were together at the time, meaning they also have alibis. Then, the only ones who don't have alibis for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked are the only two people we haven't seen yet, Hiro and Taka. That's it, right? Also jetzt musste ich gerade überlegen, wer Hiro ist. Hiro ist der
Very strange.
komische Typ, der nicht wirklich durchblickt. By the way, what happened to Kyoko? I haven't seen her anywhere. Yeah, she was supposed to be checking the second floor, but I didn't see her up there at all. Where could she have disappeared to? She's disappeared, huh? What a strange woman.
So that's it.
She might be exactly as I suspected. Hold on. Kyoko was with us in the dining hall when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked, so... I'm not talking about who attacked them. Huh?
In other words...
I'm referring to what we talked about last night, who the mastermind spy might be. As in Kyoko's working with the mastermind? That's not possible.
What?
Isn't it? This woman who seems almost eager to handle dead bodies hasn't even revealed her true identity.
Hey!
Save this discussion for later. Right now we need to focus on finding this suspicious individual.
Okay.
Yeah, if we don't hurry, there's only gonna be more victims. That might be why Kyoko and Taka and Hiro haven't shown up yet. She's right, we have to do something about that mystery man, mystery man first. Dreadlock, Afro, Kopf, ja, genau der.
Don't worry about me, I'll catch up with you guys after I rest for a bit.
Understood, take care of yourself.
Well then.
Okay, let's go.
So whoever that is running around, why are they wearing that weird costume? Don't bother looking for a reason from a deviant.
What to do?
Stop!
Do?
What are we gonna do? Split up and look around?
Our opponent is very dangerous. We don't know what they're capable of, even here.
What?
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
Huh?
Really?
Up on the second floor then? You bastard, you won't get away from me.
We all shot toward the stairs. It must be around here somewhere. I'd split up and corner him.
Well.
But don't take any chances. As soon as you find him, call out and I'll come running.
Okay, but what should we yell?
Just a second.
Anything, it doesn't matter.
So
Then is okay?
What are you saying?
Doya, whatever you want. Just yell loud enough so we can hear you. Doya, I've never heard such a reaction. Okay, whatever. Just hurry up and start looking, okay? Let's go. Hey, Mr. Robber, we're hiding. If you don't come out, we're gonna just decommission ya. We spread out in every direction to track down the costumed suspect. Wo ist der Robot Justice? Baby is sleeping, please be quiet. Ha-ah! That strange cry. That had to be Celeste. It came from the floor above. She's on the third floor. Let's run it up to the third floor.
Everyone.
Over here, everyone. Everyone who heard the scream had come running.
Just a second.
Celeste, what's wrong?
What?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He must be down this hall. Come on, let's go. What is it now? Huh? Well, it's really true. But that doesn't matter right now. Das hat sich noch Hifumi angehört. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
What?
What about the suspect? We've gone through all this trouble to capture him, right? Then why don't we split up into two groups?
It's all clear now.
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting.
So then...
Very well. Then Makoto and Tina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture to the suspicious individual to Toko, Sakura and Byakuya.
So then...
We'll handle it. Just go take care of Hifumi.
Okay, you guys be careful. With that, we split into two groups. Me, Celeste and Hina all ran downstairs to the first floor.
Just a second.
He's in the nurse's office. Let's go. No, Hifumi. We stormed into the nurse's office, and what greeted us was a world of dripping crimson. Oh weh. Everything was covered in red. And in the center of all this red was Hifumi.
No! What the...
It looks like something very bad has happened. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
No way!
Murdered? You're not serious, are you? He's not really dead, is he?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the? That was the body discovery announcement. Body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover body after murder, that's what play is. And since we just heard it, that means it must mean Hifumi. Someone killed him. One of us. One of us? And look at that. When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last 2 surprise attacks. The hammer. Another hammer. Justice Hammer 3. And it's even bigger than the other 2. Just as I suspected, one strike from that and you're finished. Then the killer. Eisesbild. There can be no doubt the suspicious individual. Going by what Hifumi called him, the culprit must be Robot Justice. Whoever's hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying they, like, teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then...
Then, shall we go? Hina, snap out of it.
Huh?
Are you okay, Hina?
Sorry.
I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kinda... This is a problem. We can't just leave Hina here alone. Okay, then I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well. I'll leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I'd just been through. Everyone else is already in the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He ran off, going further down the hallway. Way into the back of the hallway? Physics. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here, but still feel some kind of presence. Damn sure I can feel someone's presence. His presence. Is it coming from over there in the back? I leapt through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. Nein! Taka! There in a pool of his own blood was Taka, dead. Nein! So viele Leute tot. Danganronpa. Hifumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still. Why is this happening? Toko? Toko? Don't tell me Toko too? Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right, when Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like you said, I should just leave her alone for now. No, Taka! Damn it, why did this happen? Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4, and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4?
Oh, what do you mean?
Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3?
Ah,
What?
what's the matter? Sieht irgendwie weich aus. Sieht nur so aus. Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it, do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What? Hey!
Hifumi's been killed?
Yeah,
I see.
which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course, come on.
Und Toko lassen wir einfach da, oder wie? So, Sakura, Byakuya and I rushed out of the physics lab. Yeah, Toko lassen wir einfach da, okay. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh.
Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi's dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone.
Huh? What's gone?
It has disappeared.
Disappeared?
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
What?
What did you say?
What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone back to the nurse's office.
Practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes ago. Minutes earlier. It just disappeared. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom. But we were only gone for like a minute. And then, when we got back...
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be Taka too. It can't be.
No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down.
Schwarz? Bei allen? Was? Da hat Twitch irgendwelche Probleme, weil bei mir sieht's gut aus. Außer mein OBS-Studio lügt mich an. Das macht's normalerweise nicht. Was? Okay, dann hat Twitch irgendwie heute Probleme. Bei mir sieht alles gut aus. Sehr, sehr merkwürdig. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might be the next target? Who might the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forget. Forget? She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? Wieder weg. Was? Was ist denn heute los? Okay, anscheinend komme ich nicht mehr auf meinen eigenen Kanal. Geht wieder. Oh ja, Twitch hat Störung. Twitch hat anscheinend Störung. Zeit knapp 18 Uhr. Moment, vielleicht schreibt der Twitch Support auf Twitter irgendwie was. Mal schauen. Ja, 28. Nee. Twitch Support schreibt nix. Okay, ja. Also anscheinend seit 18 Uhr gibt es immer mal wieder vermehrt Probleme. Twitchstatus.com Ne. Hallo Amadeo. Okay, jetzt geht's bei mir auch wieder. Ha! Also zumindest komme ich jetzt auch auf meinen eigenen Livestream drauf. Das ist schön. Okay, ja, keine Ahnung, was da ist. Scheint es zu funktionieren. Stream wieder da. Okay. Ja, dann hat Twitch anscheinend gerade irgendwie Probleme. War gestern auch so um die Zeit. Hoffen wir mal, dass die das schnell wieder hinbekommen und so. We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
Huh?
So she's still unconscious.
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why?
That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Bastard!
Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back.
Huh?
Can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you.
We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the third floor. Eieiei, also die haben heute Morgen Sport. 3 Stockwerke rauf und runter und rauf und runter. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed, and when we got there... Toko! Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed. There was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared.
This is...
Alle verschwinden. So. Was? Lädt wieder? Bei allen anderen auch? Ich meine, ich könnte mal versuchen auf einen anderen deutschen Twitch-Server. Also aktuell bin ich, streame ich zu Frankfurt. Könnte mal Berlin probieren. Minilex. Geht's bei den anderen wenigstens? Mehr oder weniger im Moment läuft. Oh. Okay. Dann mal weiter beobachten. This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something?
No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What? Are you saying Tucker disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. Didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this had hidden the body. Has hidden the body. Mit anderen Deutschen so. Ja, falls es wieder schlimmer wird oder nicht besser und so weiter. Dann starte ich mal den Stream neu auf einem anderen Server. Falls das irgendwie helfen würde. Aber ja, können wir ausprobieren, falls. Oder ich kann dann, wenn ich mit Danganronpa, wenn wir mal Pause machen, kann ich mal kurz Stream neu starten. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree.
Huh?
We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Think about it. Could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies.
Well...
When Ifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway. Yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
It means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a third murder. If they were to break that rule...
Alright, Mincia. Mincia, without a second thought, Mincia grinds your turny into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs?
Nicht gewusst, aber cool. Gute Information, danke. Indeed.
Let's see.
So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more?
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger.
I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without it, though.
In other words...
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies? 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. Lädt und lädt. Okay, dann mache ich noch kurz so lang bis nee, warte, dann mache ich jetzt mal kurz. Stream neu starten, muss wahrscheinlich die Aufnahme auch unterbrechen. Mal kurz gucken. Also ich starte mal den Stream neu. Bin gleich wieder da. Gucken, ob das überhaupt was bringt. Ich glaube es zwar fast nicht. Aber Versuch ist es auf jeden Fall wert. So, Berlin. So, gut. Stream starten. Ah, cool. Aufnahme muss ich gar nicht unterbrechen. Das ist schön. So, ich bin wieder da. Ich hoffe, es geht jetzt besser. Also ich habe mal den Server, den Twitch-Server gewechselt. Hört sich was schwarz? Nein! Boot direkt auf Play zu drücken. Geht's denn jetzt wieder? Okay. Ja, sieht gut aus. Musste Wechsel gewesen sein. Wahrscheinlich, ja. Beziehungsweise ich habe ja den Stream an sich neu gestartet. Okay. Ja, dann schauen wir mal, ob es jetzt besser wird. So, only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies. Or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
But...
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
'Cause, I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but...
Hina.
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. Wieder schwarz. Er wieder. Mensch. Was ist denn mit Twitch los? Das ist auch toll, dass das genau ab 18 Uhr anfängt, Probleme zu machen. Genau da, wo ich dann anfange zu streamen. Okay, Twitch support hat getweetet. We're working on resolving issues with video playback for some users. Thanks for the reports. Okay, also Twitch weiß Bescheid, dass es Probleme gibt. Momentan sieht's gut aus. Also, seit mindestens 6 Minuten weiß Twitch von den Problemen. Ja. Mal schauen. Mal schauen.
No need to thank me.
Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. You have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay. Wo sind die? Ja, wo sind sie denn? Wenn ich das wüsste. Könnten die denn sein? Arch? Boom. Nein, zur Not Aufnahme. Die Aufnahme ist ja nicht davon betroffen. Von den Problemen. Zur Not kann man sie nochmal dann im Nachhinein auf YouTube nachschauen. Ich hoffe nur, man bekommt heute genug mit, um dann später zumindest eine gute Vermutung zu haben, wer es war und so weiter. Ha? The door must be locked. Okay, warum?
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to? Vielleicht hinter der verschlossenen Tür.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that?
Okay, also da kommen wir erstmal nicht weiter. Die anderen beiden wissen auch nichts. Was haben wir hier? Rec Room. Wenn es bei Nier Automata ruhig bleibt. Ich würde es freuen, wenn es allgemein ruhig bleibt. Celeste, was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Hier auch nix. Laufe ich jetzt wieder in die... Jupp. Jupp. Okay, da geht's runter. Klassenzimmer. Hier ist nix. Ah! Gotto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to this repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hin and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. The bodies were in the repository. Im Art Room, da wo ich eigentlich nachschauen wollte, aber das verschlossen war. Wow, wie haben die das aufgekriegt? Wir hatten einen Schlüssel gehabt. Was? Okay. The body's here somewhere. Yeah, im Repository. Haben sie doch gesagt. Up ahead is the repository. The door up there. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. As I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw. Okay. Sakura Tür eingeschlagen. Nee. Die Tür scheint noch ganz gewesen zu sein. Es sind aber auch schöne Bilder im Hintergrund an der Wand. Fällt mir gerade auf. Besonders der Fisch ist schön. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And so here we are.
It's the Monokuma file!
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now, make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Bis später, Monokuma. Well then, now that we have found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. Why can't you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Lina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. What? This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Ah! Winter is coming, yeah.
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me.
Game of Thrones. Also Bücher. Ich weiß gar nicht. Erste Game of Thrones, ja, erster Song of Ice and Fire Teil. Der ist schon, der kam sehr vor einigen Jahren raus. Also wenn man von den Büchern her ausgeht, ist das Spiel auf jeden Fall neuer. Weil, ja, der erste Song auf Ice and Fire der ist... Ich weiß es gar nicht. Kam nicht sogar in den 80ern raus? Weiß nicht, 80er, 90er, irgendwie sowas. Ja, die Fernsehserie, die ist... 2011. Ne, ich glaube, da war Danganronpa schon draußen. Also Danganronpa ist, glaube ich, älter als die Fernsehserie, aber jünger als die Bücherreihe.
Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember. Their name. Yasu. Hiro.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. Buch 1. August 96. Okay. Ja. Also das Spiel kam auf jeden Fall nach 1996 raus. Bücher genug. Vielleicht. Eine gute Frage. 2010. Okay, wenn das Spiel 2010 rauskam, dann die Serie 2011. Ich meine, konnte man ja schon 2010 wissen. Oder hat man schon gewusst, dass da eine Serie von Game of Thrones kommt. Heißt, in den Medien war es auf jeden Fall ein bisschen präsenter. Eventuell war es eine Anspielung auf Game of Thrones, eventuell auch nicht. Beziehungsweise Song of Ice and Fire. Game of Thrones ist ja eigentlich nur der Titel von irgendeinem Teil von der Reihe. Entwicklungszeit, na, stimmt auch wieder. This is some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now his game has become exceedingly boring.
Huh.
Is that Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Ifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. to kill 2 of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Montags. Erste Buch heißt so. Ah ja, das kann... Ich weiß, ich kenne die Reihenfolge. Und die Namen von denen. Nee! Nase! Juckt. Ah gut, das erste Buch heißt Game of Thrones, okay. Versuche montags ab 20 Uhr zu streamen. Ich weiß nicht, ob das eventuell dann ein bisschen zu viel wäre. Ja, Freitag, Samstag und Montag, Dienstag. Also im Moment wäre es eh kein Problem für mich eigentlich. Weil im Moment habe ich sowieso... Im Moment suche ich sowieso nach Arbeit. Da habe ich Zeit. Weil theoretisch könnte ich es machen. Frage ist, ob die anderen da auch mitmachen würden, beziehungsweise zuschauen würden. Weil... Weiß nicht. Außer ich werde vielleicht montags dann irgendwas streamen, was jetzt nicht unbedingt... Was jetzt eventuell nicht unbedingt relevant für die Dienstags- und Wochenendstreams sind. Andere Streamer sind groß geworden. Das ist schön für die anderen Streamer. First I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could, anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while.
Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice?
An accomplice? Ich suche wieder nach Arbeit, ja. Na, also nach Arbeit suche ich schon eine ganze Ewigkeit lang. Ich war halt nur in letzter Zeit häufiger in Praktikas und was weiß ich. Aber richtig Arbeit gefunden bisher nicht. Und langsam wird es ein bisschen sehr karg mit den Optionen. Beziehungsweise mit dem Zeug, was neu reinkommt in die Stellenbörsen und was weiß ich. Wie viele Videos haue ich pro Woche raus? Unterschiedlich. Keine Ahnung.
An accomplice?
What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become
Wünsch mir viel
blackened?
Glück. Dankeschön.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Statt Dienstag am Montag zu streamen. Ja, was wird das denn für einen Unterschied machen? Dienstag ist eigentlich perfekt. Im Moment. Weil ich stream Dienstag, hab dann 2 Tage Pause, dann stream ich 2 Tage und hab dann wieder 2 Tage Pause. Dann ist wieder Dienstag. Ist eigentlich im Moment Dienstag und Freitag, Samstag perfekt. So von der Abwechslung her.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder,
phew.
only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
A true blackened, so just one person.
Well now,
That's enough for explanifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
Bis dann, Amadeo. So there can only be one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
what?
What? I'm offended. Right. When did you? I've been looking all over you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer's girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do you gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Take's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
You and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina?
Sure, I'd be totally useless in the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But Maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be straightforward as it seems. Ja, also wie gehabt in Danganronpa Zeug, das zu offensichtlich ist, ist auch zu offensichtlich. Okay, Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp. Okay. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor. And all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? Dass die zwei starben. It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Okay, ich mach mal kleine Hilfestellung, weil das, was heute passiert ist, eigentlich fast die ganze Stunde jetzt ist mehr oder weniger wichtig gewesen. Ich gebe mal kleine Hilfestellung. Also, warum meint Makoto, dass was komisch an seinem Körper ist? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Sehen wir einen Vergleich? Ja, genau. Okay. Also, genau hingucken. Genau Bild merken. That's it, ist klar. Achso, Makoto sagt selbst. Achso, ich hab gedacht, er sagt's nicht. Okay, dann bin ich ruhig. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hat er selbst gesagt. Ich habe gedacht, das wird erst im Trial rauskommen. Okay. It's a dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Those are the Justice Hammers. The hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers have been obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Haben wir.
So,
Hallo Pater, willkommen zurück. Es hat sich anscheinend ein bisschen gebessert mit Twitch. Also Twitch hatte Probleme, haben gecheckt, dass Twitch Probleme hat, und es sieht so aus, als ob es mehr oder weniger gecheckt, repariert wohl. Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Oh, what is it? After Hifumi and Taika's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was already scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository, you know, look around. Right to the... yeah. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? Makoto, warum fragst du? Du hast das doch selbst mitbekommen, dass das verschlossen war. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Ah, das ist aber nett, Sakura. Dankeschön. Ja, ist wichtig, also aufpassen. Yeah, let's look back on things.
This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you and myself. Waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search.
And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared.
After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robot Justice. It also became clear that this Robot Justice had dragged Hifumi away.
Broken, Level 24, Glückwunsch.
After meeting up with Kyoko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him, the strange costumed man.
He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
And then...
Oh, yeah. Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina and I went back to the nurse's office.
No. Celeste, Hina and I went back to the nurse's office. Also, Celeste, Hina and Makoto. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya and Toko pursued the suspect on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at the same time we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka.
And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone.
Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something?
This time Taka's body had disappeared. So from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time,
Celeste told us she'd found the bodies and we all headed to the repository.
And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However, looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime.
Okay. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died. Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb, but you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people?
What?
Because all the rule says if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Ah, well, what's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Ja, sonst ist es doch nicht mehr lustig. The door Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... there's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. Some places I already know about. The nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Equipment room, where Taka was found. Und so weiter. Okay. Irgendwie selten, dass Byakuya seine Medien verzieht. Der versucht halt ein bisschen. Versucht nicht so viel von seiner Person zu zeigen. Möchte mysteriös bleiben. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimate rare band. Okay. Good. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. It's still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. His top. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Okay. Ja, sonst nix. Und 1st floor, nurse's office. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon here. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? I don't know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when he got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. The carry of someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is, I can think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account. Okay. Ja, sind wir fertig hier. Hier ist, glaube ich, nichts weiter Wichtiges. There's more to look at. What? Yeah. Normal trash can, huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. So wie das, was ich hier habe. Bloß das, was ich hier habe, ist noch kleiner. Yeah. It's too small to be a hanging glass cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Das ist kein Cartoon, das ist Anime. Das sind zwei unterschiedliche Sachen. Akuro. Ah, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? There was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Okay. Da waren wir. Nurse's Office waren wir. bisschen. War da nicht was noch irgendwie? Habe ich in Erinnerung, dass da noch was war? Ah, die haben das Poster wieder zu den Jungs. Okay, noch nicht. Wohin jetzt? Ah! So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? Wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. Ah, you should go to Hero's room. Or let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? This is note. Falsche Stimme. Remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. It's a trap? What? What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Yasuhiro's message. So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Wer weiß. Hero. Ja, glaube ich hier hinten irgendwo. Leon. Hero. Da ist er. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It mightn't be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Die Überwachungskamera glitscht rum. Ich glaube, das sollte nicht sein. Okay. Where did you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can really which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Okay. And there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic and plaster. Is this Robot Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. Robot Justice, half the arm bent like this. Something about them bothers me. Surveillance camera. There's no point in worrying about it right now. Auch nicht, wenn die so rumglitscht. Okay. Dann halt nicht. Gifty area. Ja, das muss alles. Mikado, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robot Justice showed up too. Robot Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. Okay, jetzt Pool. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. Kyoko and Man, I've had the worst day. Hero? Hero?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? What? Was it the Illuminati? Coco, wo warst du? I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden, without a trace.
Well...
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
And?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like this.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. There's something about that costume that pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well,
let me out of here!
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make the stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfect your suit fits, Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone.
That's terrible!
Was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean... attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them.
Please!
What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the robot justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention... you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it's It seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robot Justice costume. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I'd better leave her alone.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, two people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed...
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then...
You may as well tell us, then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means
right.
Alter Ego and Chihiro must have done it.
Correct.
I see. It's unfortunate.
Please!
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? Der Laptop war's. I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
I know, the note. Note?
Last
night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find us, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
Oh, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Naja, wir sprechen über Hiro. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah! They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Sag und Hifumi kurz wird. Ja. Mach ich dann. Wenn wir Pause machen, mach ich. Ist jetzt nicht, weil ich Also die beiden sind definitiv tot. Nicht, dass ich irgendwie wüsste, dass die überleben oder halt, was weiß ich, dass einer sich nur totstellt oder so. Und bla bla bla. Ne, sind beide tatsächlich tot. Also nichts dabei denken, das mache ich dann in der Pause. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it real to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, it must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
Oh, you're right. I need to look for the second suit on that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, chance I check the switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Do you have a second? I wanted to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Naja, wenn der Fall geschlossen ist, mach ich den Mörder. Aber vor der Verhandlung mache ich die Opfer. Auf jeden Fall. I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Shall we?
Hey.
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examining corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? I'm supposed to know.
Anyway.
To answer, meine ich. Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. Then the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Okay. Repo. Ja, Investigation müsste langsam vorbei sein. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, was jetzt noch kommt. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Nah.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving right. It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. Ah. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that. Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other words...
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 PM. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can I try and pry it out? Me?
Because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he has left us a few clues on his own. Kyotaka's scrap of paper. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. What of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. Note. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 AM.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 AM. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 AM.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper? When he was holding it, what if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Note Hifumi had.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The 2 victims this time definitely had their handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-Handbook. Ding dong ding. Okay, endlich. Boah.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Okay.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, right?
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Whew. Okay. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
What?
Hello. Hello, hello.
He is multiplied.
Wrong.
No, not multiplication. It just looks that way cause of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
Oh, you're not playing along. Hello.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have a culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right, I have to. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... someone right here!
Damn.
Right here. I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude.
Just the worst.
Let's hurry up and go, so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes. Were you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to begin your arguing. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time.
hey,
The story begins when we get down there. No, it wasn't me. You can't believe me.
Yes.
Come on, Big Mac, let's do it. But I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was abroad, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Werden immer weniger. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Beweisen, ja, zeige ich jetzt gleich. Ganz vergessen. Wissen wir nicht mehr. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slipped up, opening up into a cruel fate.
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class right after this commercial break.
Yahoo!
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Okay. So, schauen wir noch die Truth Bullets an. 17 Stück haben wir. Und dann dürft ihr euch mal Gedanken machen. Okay, also Monoko. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Blue tarp. The tarp was found in the repository under Kiyotaka's lifeless body. It was apparently used to move Kiyotaka in order to avoid leaving any bloodstains. The dolly was found when the body was rediscovered in the repository. This specific dolly has no handles and blood was found on one of its wheels. It is assumed that this is the same dolly that was in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. Ich weiß nicht, warum da steht, was found on one of its wheels, wenn wir in dem... Wenn da hier zwei sind. Keine Ahnung. Oder? Ne, keine Ahnung. Hifumi's glasses. When they were first found in the nurse's office, Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. However, when they were next seen in the repository, they were completely clean. Spotless hammer. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet and had apparently been recently washed. Repository door. The door connecting the art room to the repository was designed to open only from the repository side. According to Aoi, it was locked during the search for the missing body. However, when the body was rediscovered, it had somehow been unlocked. Equipment room bloodstain. A puddle of blood was found in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was initially found. A tire track had been left behind in the blood. Glasses cleaning cloth. The cloth was found in the trash can in the nurse's office. It is branded with a popular cartoon character and was found with blood on it. One has to wonder if someone used it to wipe some blood away. Celeste's account. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently, they weren't gone for more than a minute or two. Yasuhiro's message. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet in the dining hall. Meet in the dining hall. Is all it says. The handwriting is remarkably neat and clean. Robot Justice blueprints. These are the blueprints for Robot Justice, which were found in Yasuhiro's room. Robot Justice costume. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit into the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet, or bend at their waist more than 90 degrees. Yasuhiro's account. Apparently, Yasuhiro received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't fight out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM. Broken wristwatch. Kiyotaka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock. It was confirmed that as of late last night, the watch still worked, which means it must have broken the following morning when he was attacked. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper. Kiyotaka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. The note Hifumi had. Hifumi had this note hidden on him. One edge of it appears to be torn. The note reads, I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Let's meet in the equipment room. Let's meet in the rec room. Okay. E-handbook. Each student has their own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time. Gut, das sind alle Beweismittel und so weiter. So, ihr habt jetzt für diejenigen, die sich nicht sicher sind und so weiter. Ihr habt jetzt grob 2-3 Stunden Zeit, euch Gedanken zu machen.